Hi, good afternoon. I'm Isabel Neto. I'm here to present our work with my colleagues Hugo, Nicolau and Paiva. It's named Community-Based Robot Design for Classrooms with Mixed Visual Ability Children. As you know, visual impaired are increasing in schools. Schools are adopting the social model for disability that is reducing barriers to address the participation of these children at their classes. They often have teacher assistants in place, materials converted, and assistive technology. However, this practice rather prioritize accessibility over inclusion and focus achievements rather than interactions. The main research problem that we want to tackle with our work is to promote inclusive classrooms experience with children with mixed visual abilities. We intend to use social robots to promote that, and we focus our work on primary and low secondary education. To address our research question, we created a community engagement process with a local school and an inclusive participatory design, where we try to address three main questions: barriers to inclusive classrooms, how to engage with children with and without visual impairments in a PD process, and what were the social robot characteristics that children expected. First, we started a community engagement with observations, inquiries, and interviews with different stakeholders, some of them visual impaired and some of them sighted. We find out 7 barriers to their inclusive participation in school activities and how they could be addressed by robots. After that, we informed our PD process following the barriers that we wanted to tackle and create different inclusive classrooms, activities, and roles. And we started an inclusive participatory design with 54 children in groups of 4 that wanted to create robots for group interaction accessible to all. The first 4 weeks were in presence and the last sessions were remote, and we had 3 classes of children with different ages. What were the key takeaways from participatory design? It was important to create the process in the classroom setting in presence of remote. It was important to co-design the activity with educators. We wanted to have timely information, so we create a multisensory toolkit for children to explore at the same time and access information. We also allowed children to explore and manipulate robots. In this case, it was a blind child that was presenting a robot to their colleagues. Additionally, we wanted that all children had a voice, so we helped children to collect information when they had any constraints in reading or writing or any visual impairment constraint. We opened discussion, created sketches, prototype, and role plays, and we use home recycled materials for their prototypes. What we find out from the characteristics of the robots, we had different robots. All of them had at least one assistive technology with different components, multiple senses, personality. They were oftenly outgoing with similar interests and with physical presence. One thing that we wanted to add is that inclusion through children's eyes are more related with their state of mind and on the second reason for impairments. And to end up this presentation, we wanted just to highlight reflections. Being present, speak regularly with different stakeholders, sighted and VI, was a key factor for the community engagement. Timely information and to do the PD in context were also something that was meaningful and important to tackle their challenges in their situations. Thank you, and reach out for us if you need any further information.